Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today is July 10th, 2022, and I'm here to do a low carb health and weight adventure update for you guys. I know it's been a while, guys. I have been trying to record this video now for about 4 days, and yeah, I don't know. One day I got it recorded and it was like 50 minutes long, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Laura, you know, and it just may be that long, guys. It just may be. The other times I tried to record it, I just was too much going on and I couldn't do it. But I definitely want to get this done today because tomorrow I plan to pick up the camera and start vlogging again, you know, doing my weekly vlog. However, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you guys certain things that I'm going to be doing different. I have some ideas, and I'll explain why as well. So today I did weigh in. So we're going to talk about weight. We're going to talk about my numbers. We're going to talk about my goals. We're going to talk about an exercise DVD that I have that I underestimated. And we're going to talk about my doctor's visit. I finally went into the doctor's. And yeah, and anything else that comes along, we'll discuss. Let's talk about where I've been. The last time you saw me, I did a vlog video that ran from June 13th, which was Monday, and it ran to Sunday, June 19th. In that video, I said that I was going to take a week off because I was going to be with my husband. He was on vacation. We were going to go to the beach and do things like that. So I didn't want to pick up the camera, and but since then, my husband's been back to work, and I have not been back vlogging or doing any type of these videos. So why haven't I? Well, truth be told is because I was working on my eBay store. I really focused in on my store. I kept telling myself, you know, pick up the camera, Laura, pick up the camera. And I would hone in on my store. And this is what happens with me. So I'm going to need to work on time management. I need to work on time management, guys. I have a planner here, and I write everything in my planner. Everything from what I eat to how many carbs to what I did in exercise, what DVD I did for exercise, what needs to be cleaned. Is it the refrigerator, changing sheets? Is it, you know, dusting? You name it. I write down, but yet when I get into my eBay or I get into my YouTube, it's just like a one-track mind, and I need to stop that. I need time management and stick with it. So hubby has agreed to help me do just that, and help me sort out my day. I have some goals on my eBay store that I want to accomplish, and that is to have 600 listings, active listing running at all time. And in 2020, I had that same goal, and I almost made it. I got to 567 listings. I almost made it, but unfortunately I got the Rona, as a lot of you know what happened after that. And if you're new, welcome. I'll put a link here if you want to check that out. But yeah, I almost made it in 2020. And so in 2022, there's a lot of things that are really, really different. And I just want to reclaim some of those goals that I've had for myself. And that's one of them, is have 600 listings. And I know I can do it. I know we're already mid-year, so I have like 6 months left. We'll see. I'm going to try hard. All right. So that's where I've been. Okay, so let's talk about some numbers where I left you guys off, and kind of catch up that way. So the last time that we weighed in was on Sunday, June 19th, and I weighed in at 202 even, which was really, really good. And I was doing 80 grams of carbs or less. And then I was working out about 3 to 4 times a week, and I wasn't doing any more of the 5 miles. And the reason why I had decided not to do the 5 miles is because I don't want to overstress my body. When it comes to this journey, guys, this low carb journey, and I when I did the intro right now, I said it was my low carb health and weight adventure update. And but I want to add in my title, I want to come up with something that talks about stress, because ultimately in this particular low carb journey adventure that I'm on, it's about the stress. That has been my ultimate focus, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a little bit about my chronic stress. We're going to talk about not necessarily where it came and all that, but I want to do a separate sit down video with you guys and really talk about the meat of that and how that has really been the overshadowing was a condition that has really impeded me in a lot of ways in my life. So this adventure for me is coping, dealing, and reversing chronic stress. So when it comes to exercise, it's no different. Stress or exercise is a stressor, but the body needs stress. The body is capable of stress. The body can handle it. It's just the chronic stress. But it can handle exercise stress. We are designed for flight or fight. And we have a really good mechanism, but when you've run it through the ground with chronic stress, any little thing will set your body in an inflammatory state. And that's why I don't want to do the long, exhausting workouts. So I'm not doing the 5 miles. I'm doing different types of exercise, and that's going to bring me to the DVD we're going to talk about. So 3 to 4 times a week. And then my snack. I only really have one snack in my day. That's it. And it's usually in the evening. It's out of habit. That's what it is. It's out of habit. And I do like something a little bit sweet to round up my day. So I'm trying to have that snack with my meal, my last meal, which is my dinner, or not at all. That has been a goal. And then my Zivia, my caffeine, which we're going to talk about caffeine here. It's all going to tie in. All this is going to tie in, guys. Okay, and so did I do it? Did I make it? Did I succeed in those goals? Well, I will tell you right now that I have not worked out. The first time I worked out is July 6th, so this past Wednesday was the first time that I got back into my workout. So no, I did not work out. Did I stay under 80 grams of carbs or less? I will say absolutely I did, minus 3 days that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the 3 days. The snacking, I did really, really well. I think I did really, really good. I think there was around 2 days that I pushed it to 8:30, the snacks. And I really wish I could have said, nope, then you don't need the snack, but I didn't. So, but it was only 2 days that I sort of missed that mark. As far as working out, like I said, I didn't work out. And then the Zivia. Oh, wow. No, I didn't meet the goal. Averaged about 4 cans a day. And that sucker is expensive. I'm telling you guys, it's expensive. And but we're going to talk about caffeine. And just hear me out, guys. Hear me out. All right, so that's what happened. But let's talk about these 3 days in particular that happened. So let's talk about July 1st, which was Friday, July 2nd, which is Saturday, and July 3rd, which was Sunday, and it was a weigh-in day. All right, so Friday, oh, by the way, before I get into that, I did weigh in on the 26th of June, which was the Sunday after I had vlogged for you. So June 19th is when I vlogged, and then the 26th, which was Sunday, I weighed in at 202. No weight loss, nothing, not even an ounce move up or down. No, even on both of these Sundays. All right, so Friday, July 1st, I ate out for the first time since I've been vlogging for you guys, since all of this. So when I vlogged, I did go to Denny's. Remember, I went to Denny's when my son graduated from a middle school, and now he's in high school. We went to Denny's. That's what he wanted. And then for my daughter's confirmation, when she got confirmed in the faith, we celebrated as well, and we went to Red Robin, and I did vlog those, and that was the last time, and I did really, really well. I did really good for those days, especially with the Denny's, because it was so early on, like really, really early on in my low carb adventure. This day we ate out on Friday, July 1st, and we went to Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is our favorite fast food chain. And we have typically we get the dinner, which is 7 chicken strips, and then you get coleslaw, a fry, and then a piece of bread. Okay, and I only had 4 of the chicken strips that day. I had 2 sauces, which they're little containers, and you can dip your strips with. And then I had half the fry. So I was really proud of myself. I didn't have the bread. I didn't have the coleslaw. 139 grams. So that was okay. I was fine with that. No problem. All right, so Saturday, July 2nd, hubby and I, we went out all day long. Typically on Saturdays, we do tend to do that. That's our day. By the evening, my husband says, where do you want to go eat? I said Raising Cane's. So we went back to Raising Cane's. I love this Raising Cane's that we go to, though. It's really, 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 really nice. The ambiance is really, really nice. They have like an outdoor sort of patio kind of a thing, and it's blocked off, and it's got like the fans that are going, the ceiling fans. It has those hanging lights that give a really nice romantic, I guess, ambiance. And then it has music, and some people I'm telling you, they get really into the music. But it's really, really nice little hangout, to be honest. It's very, very nice. So we went there, and I only had my carb intake was 78 grams of carbs. I had 3 chicken strips, half a fry, and 1 sauce. I was really proud of myself, guys. I really, really was. I wasn't feeling like, oh my gosh, like, okay, I've eaten twice out. I really didn't feel it. I was just sort of being in the moment, and I made great choices with what I had. No big deal, right? Because for me, let me just tell you guys really, really quickly, as a side note here, for me, it's very, very important, the quality of the carb. It's not just what I'm eating in terms of keeping it 80 grams or less. It's the type of carbs that I'm trying to keep healthy. So overall, I'm trying to eat whole foods. So when I eat out on occasion, it's okay. I'm not here beating myself up, but I still watch how many carbs I intake, even though I may not be eating the best quality food. Let's talk about Sunday, because that's when things really started to get a little messy for me mentally, and just that voice that says, here you go, this is where you're gonna just derail yourself. And I've been here many, many, many times. Well, what happened on Sunday was I weighed in, okay? It was weighing day, and I weighed in at 202. Even. That's the 3rd Sunday in a row with no movement at all. Nothing, just 202. And at first I thought when I weighed in, I said, well, I should be kind of happy because I've eaten twice out. So, not the best choices, very inflammatory foods, lots of salt, etc. I thought, you know what, it's okay, it's good. But then the day got away from us again. We went grocery shopping to 2 different stores. Anyway, long story short, I ate out again. Unprepared, just not prepared. I'm telling you, if I'm not prepared with my meals, this is what's going to happen. So I ate out, and I went to Jack in the Box. I had 3 tacos and a big, large fry. And I had ketchup and, 164 grams of carbs that day. Now, what ended up happening was I felt really, really emotionally down. And I said to my husband, I said, this is it. This is where it all goes to poo-poo. This is where I give up, or let it play mind games on me and everything. We went outside. We sat outside. We have like a little bistro table out there, and we sat outside. It was nice and cool. And my husband says, no, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. And that's what you have to tell yourself. Let it go. We're going to learn from it, and we're going to move on. But you don't have a choice. You have to get healthy, and you know what you're feeling. And I'm going to tell you overall what's been happening here. So that was that, and I did move on. So on July 4th, which was Independence Day, I hope you had an amazing day that day, or you're having an amazing day every day, but that you had a relaxing 4th of July. Let's talk about that. It was on a Monday. That's when my week starts. And hold on, guys, let me get this. Okay, so I took the reins back. I let it go. I let everything go. And I started that day with cooking really, really good foods. I made some keto bread, which was absolutely amazing. It wasn't dry, and you can toast it really, really nice. So I made some keto bread. And then I also made a jicama potato salad, which is the 2nd time I've made that, and it tasted so, so good. I'm actually perfecting that pretty good. And all my kids love it, actually. So that was nice. And then hubby did make some pastries and things like that. We went to Trader Joe's, and we picked up some really really healthy sausages. What else did we get that was really, really good? Just really good ingredients when it comes to meats. We picked a few up there, and that's what we had. And I was at 46 grams of carbs that day. It was only those 3 days that I ate out, but everything else since being away since the 19th was the last day. I've been really, really good. I really, really have. And no working out though. No working out. So on Tuesday, the 5th of July, I was 56 grams of carbs. And now we're going to talk about Wednesday really, really quickly before we get into Thursday. Wednesday, I started working out again. And that day, I did 55 grams of carbs. So let's talk about, I have it over here. Let's talk about the workout, shall we? On one of the Saturdays, the second, when we were out all day, my husband and I, we went to a Goodwill. And I found this, Leslie Sanson, Walk Away the Pounds. And it was $5.99, and you get three DVDs. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if I have any one of these. I don't know. I have such a big library of her, and if you've been with me for a long time, you know I've been doing these workouts with Leslie Sanson for about 19 years. It's been about 19 years. But I'm going to break out a little bit. I promise you guys, we are going to break out and do little different things here and there. But anyway, I found this, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. The first DVD is Muscle Mile 1, and I believe this is around 20 minutes long. I haven't done this one. This one here is 30-minute walk, and I have done this one. I did this one on Friday. And this is a really, really good one. And what I like about it, it's just a very good cardio workout without really elevating you too high and too strenuous. But it's a really good fat burner in 30 minutes, so I like that. And again, for me, when it comes to exercise, it's really trying to reduce the amount of time, but giving it a really good effective workout. And this brings me to this one. I decided on Wednesday, July 7th or 6th rather, that I would do Walk Strong. And I thought, you know what? That's what I need. I haven't worked out. I'm going to need something to get me back in, right? Oh my goodness, guys. This is a 30-minute walk, and she does use weights. Now, she has a different walkers in there, and some have like 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound dumbbells. A lady didn't even have any. She used her own body resistance. She had 5 pound dumbbells. I had 3 pound dumbbells. Now, what I really was surprised about this DVD is that the effectiveness. This is exactly the type that I'm looking forward to do in terms of exercise. It does walking, so you do a little bit of cardio, and my heart rate is about 130, 35, 129 sometimes. It's not like over the top, but the dumbbell sessions, I think, are like 4 different dumbbell sessions or 5. They're very effective. And honestly, out of all the DVDs that I have from her, I've never seen her use the dumbbells in this way. So I really, really liked it. I really do. So what I plan to do with this one is record myself doing it when I do my vlogs again. I want to record myself so you can kind of see, but very effective. However, the music, the layout, the da-da-da-da-da, very cheesy. Very, very cheesy. Definitely not modern at all, but it's all about the workout. I think this is from 2003, if I'm not mistaken, or 2006, I believe. Once you get past all the cheesiness, I'm telling you, that DVD really surprised me. It was really, really good. So definitely going to be in my rotation, let's put it that way, because 3 pounds. And then if that day you don't want to do that much in terms of resistance training, you could just do your own body resistance. You can go down maybe 1 pound, or I like that, or go up 5 pounds. I even have 8 pound dumbbells. So that was really good. So I started my workout back up, and then on Thursday the 7th, let's talk about my doctor's appointment. This was a very interesting doctor's appointment for me, very eye-opening, and some exciting things, a little bit nerve-wracking things, and informative. So what happened? I made this doctor's appointment back in the beginning of April, I believe it was. I actually called for a specific reason. I was concerned about a couple of things. I did make it in April. She's really was really booked, because apparently she had left. She was away for a while, and then she just recently got back, and so she's trying to catch up with a lot of the patients and stuff. Basically, one of the very things that we talked about was my blood pressure. So let me give you a little bit of backstory just really quickly when I got diagnosed with hypertension and why. When I was 38 years old, I was running some really high blood pressure numbers, and I wasn't even aware of it, to be honest. I wasn't even aware of it. I went into the doctor's, and she checked my blood pressure. A couple of times I remember that day, and she says, you know what, I'm going to give you hydrochlorothiazide. I want you to go home. I want you to try that and then come back. And I think it was like 4 days later, I had an appointment. I went back and she took my blood pressure and she says, okay, didn't work. You're definitely hypertensive. And so one of the things she told me, and she was very, very serious with me, she got real close up to me and she said, listen, these numbers that you're showing in your blood pressure are numbers for an age group that you're not, a much older age group that you're not, or people in your age but are morbidly obese and have been for a long time, and you're neither that. So this tells me, she said, that you have chronic stress. This is what this is brought on by. And she says, and it's not the stress that is just happened recent years. This is stress that you've had for a long, long, long time. Anyway, that's when I was diagnosed with chronic hypertension. And yeah, she says, you have to manage your stress. You have to. You have to. You don't want to be on these pills forever. You have to. And this is what I'm working on in 2022, is that. Finally. So I did talk to her, and the reason why I brought this up about my blood pressure, at the time she took my blood pressure there in the office, it wasn't bad, guys. It wasn't bad. It was a little elevated, but I have like white coat syndrome. I do. I really, really do. I can see a dentist. I can see an eye doctor. I could see a doctor, and it could be for anything, and my blood pressure goes up. Yeah, my grandma was like that. My grandma had that too. Anyway, she says, okay. She says, yeah, I believe it. But the reason why I brought up my blood pressure is because I took a reading. I took 2 weeks worth of readings with me, okay? I take my blood pressure every morning. It's always plugged in. It's always on my nightstand. I put it into my planner, and then I compile 2 weeks worth of readings. And what's been happening now for a little bit, I will say, for a little bit, if I take the whole pill, it goes down too low. I've been noticing that now for a while. And so I started taking half a pill, but not every day. And then now, very, very in recent time, I can only take a quarter. And I take it like every 5 days, every 4 or 5 days, because I start to see my blood pressure kind of go up a little bit, and so I take it. Anyway, so we this is why I brought it up to her, and she says, okay, I'm going to tell you based off what I see here. She says, what you're taking is not medicinal. It's not. She says, I give that amount for people who have headaches or people who have migraine headaches or palpitations. That's when I give that amount to. She says, this amount that you're taking is not even enough. She says, the other thing you have to understand when it comes to blood pressure medications, she said that they only last 12 hours. So the fact that you're going 4 days and keeping your blood pressure really at a normal range is really, really good. And when it creeps up, and I told her the numbers that I start taking the quarter, she says, those are actually still pretty normal numbers. That's not really high. And I said, really? In a nutshell, this is what she said to me. Basically, she said, okay, 2 things here. 1, you're on the wrong medication. It could have been right for you at the time. We need to switch your medication, she said, because it may not, that's not what you need. And what you need is actually a little bit more of a milder medication, and one that will not affect your blood sugar. I want something that doesn't affect your blood sugar. This one does. And so we want to do that, or you're not needing it anymore. But in order for me to know this, she says, I need you to stop taking the medication, that 1 quarter that you're taking. She says, because it's really not doing, nothing. And I did tell her that I'm really super sensitive to medication, but she still feels that was, she says that she wants to see that. So the other thing, back to the Zivia, was that she said, do you drink a lot of coffee? Are you a soda drinker? And I said, soda drinker. Yeah. I told her about it was Zivia, and she knew what it was. And she says, oh, okay, good. She says, do you drink a lot? And I did tell her how much. I was very honest. And she says, okay, we need to stop that, especially now where I want to see your numbers. Because what I want, the caffeine is going to raise your numbers, and we don't want that. She says, so I want you to have your can, maybe two, but try to keep it that minimum, and don't take the pill. She did tell me what numbers to look for. She did. She says, if it gets this high, I need you to take your medication, but I need you to take half, not a quarter. I said, okay. So that's where we're at. I'm really, really excited. It's exciting, a little nerve-wracking. Why nerve-wracking? I guess because, since 38, I'm 53. And so I've always, monitored myself. All the doctors I've ever had know that I cut my own pills. They ask me, do you have a pill cutter? And I say, yes, I do. You have a blood pressure cuff? Yes, I do. And so by the way, I did take my medication with me. She saw how many I had left, which I have quite a bit. Because since having the Rona, since having the Rona in 2020, I got 2 refills. I got one there, and then I got another one from the doctor. And because I only take a quarter, it's lasted me, so long. I have a lot. So she was okay with that. And the only thing she wants me to do is, if it goes to this particular number that I need to look at, if it goes there and I'm taking the medication, then I need to call her, and then she will submit the prescription for the new one. So either way, it's either going to change or I'm going to be off of it. That's exciting for me. Very, very exciting. She actually says, she goes, you're a really easy patient. You're very easy because you're so proactive. And I said, it's taken me a while. It has. She says, well, you're on the right path and keep doing it. And she did tell me to call her if I do need any more help with medications and stuff like that. So yeah, but we talked about everything: the loss of my mom, my brother, the Rona. I said the doctor felt that I had PTSD because of the Rona. And then the personal problem that I have, I shared with you guys. I said I'm dealing with something very, very personal, and I did let her know about it. And she wanted to know more, a little bit detail about that. I did tell her. She also wanted to know how many people live in my home and the environment. She wanted to know what I did in my day. She goes, I want you to run through your day. On an average, what do you do? And I told her about YouTube. I told her about eBay. I told her about low carb eating and how that, it's a lot of cooking. So I did tell her about all of that. She goes, okay, good. Keep focused on all those things. For sure. So yeah, she asked me a lot of questions. And anyways, moving on from that. So I will keep you guys posted, and we'll do another video again on stress and how, even it's been a big thing in my life. So the next thing that we talked about was when she asked me, she says, okay, when was your last cycle? And she says, oh, you're menopausal, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, by the way, I have a question for you. And I had taken a piece of paper. I had all my notes with the blood pressure readings and everything. And I had a question, and it was, the question is, can I have PMS symptoms being menopausal? And she says, oh my goodness, absolutely you can. You absolutely can. And I said, really? She says, yes. She says, let me tell you about menopause. This is the saying. She says, everything abnormal is normal when it comes to menopause. And I said, okay. We started laughing. But yeah, she says, absolutely. Women can start seeing a decline in the PMS symptoms around 3 years out. And she says, you're not even 3 years out, and from officially being menopausal. Or but mostly go 5 years. 5 years, you're going to start to see the relief in all of that stuff. She says, so you still got a ways to go probably. I was like, okay, great. But yeah, because I have cramps, and it really scared me. I really was starting to get freaked out, because I told her, this is the other thing I told her. I said, I don't remember, maybe right at the beginning of 2021, January 2021, when I officially became menopausal, that maybe months after that, I had sort of that feeling of PMS and cramping, and I was going to get my cycle, because I was like, oh no, here we go again. Now I got to wait another year. But I never got my cycle. So, but then it all went away. I don't remember having, that hard PMS feelings, the cravings, the tenderness, the hormonal breakouts, the cramps, all those things that you get with PMS, the crankiness, the moodiness. I don't. And I asked her, I said, why do I feel like all of a sudden I'm getting it really, really hard? And she said that it could be, she said, because I am reducing inflammation, because I'm working on stress and that reduces inflammation, because I'm eating such healthy whole foods, I'm working my body, I'm building muscle. She says you probably are resetting your body and you're kind of experience what would be normal. That could be very well it. She says so long as you're not actually having a cycle, you're good. You're okay to have these PMS symptoms. So there you go, guys. And I will tell you on the Sunday that I had the Jack in the Box, which was the 3rd of July, I wrote in my notes, why am I having cravings? And I put question mark, exclamation, question mark, exclamation. On the bottom I said, ask the doctor. Because I've been having cravings and things like that. So yeah, wow, that. I mean, I'm glad if that's what's happening with my body, but it's like, oh my gosh, going through the PMS, and bloat. So sometimes when I weigh myself, I've been bloated, and I think I mentioned that on one of my weigh-ins where I said I felt like inflamed, like I felt bloated, but I didn't know why, and I kept thinking could have been the pork rinds that I had, or I remember going through that thought process because I didn't really get why. So now I know why. So we're going to be battling that. We're going to be battling that when it comes to all of this stuff. Hopefully I don't go the full 5 years after with PMS symptoms. So anyways, that's really my catch up, guys, with everything. So I want to tell you what I weighed in today. Today I weighed in at 202.2. So same thing, only 2.2 ounces more. In a nutshell, really the same. So let's say for the 4th week, so for a full month, I've been weighing 202. So that is a total of 3.8 pounds loss. I'm not going to sit here and lie that I wouldn't want it to be more, but it is what it is, and I'm okay. I'm okay because that brings me to what in 7 weeks, because it's officially 7 weeks. Tomorrow we start 8 weeks on Monday. Officially 7 weeks. What has really transpired? Energy, absolute energy, reduction of inflammation. My hands are less swollen. Now when I'm bloated with PMS, it is what it is, but overall inflammation is down. I can always tell in my hands. I feel so good, and a lot of that again is because of controlling stress. Feeling really good, guys. Feeling really good. So tomorrow is a Monday and we're going to start vlogging, and what I want to do really quickly basically is I think I want to vlog every other week. I think that's what I want to do, guys, because it really does take a lot of time to vlog every week, Monday through Sunday, and then edit. You guys are seeing these vlogs in 2 parts, and that's because they're really long and it takes me a long time to edit. So I was either thinking of doing them every other week, and then on the off week that I'm not vlogging, do these sit down videos. This one is long because there was a lot to say, but do these sit down videos for you guys. So what do you think about that? If I don't do it that way and I do vlog every week, I want to do it a little bit more different. I don't want to show every single meal if it's the same meal over and over. That will help. I do like to show you my exercise even if it's the same, but start showing maybe some different types of exercises as well, things that you guys recommended. Some of you have recommended some different exercises more geared towards resistance training, building muscle, short effective workouts like HIIT training and things like that, especially for women over 50. I know there are very specific workouts, so just like I said, this one is very much that. This one very much everything that I'm looking for. Again, it's pretty cheesy though, but we can try different things. Yeah, so just maybe not vlog like I was, but maybe things that are just different. I even was thinking of maybe doing 2 channels, keeping this one at Walking for Life for my exercise and my health and this adventure I'm on, and then do another one for my makeup and regular vlogs or whatever else that comes up in my life. And I even have a name for it if it's not taken. I think I have a hashtag that I do always use, and that's bits of randomness, and that's really that's really what I show. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know, maybe doing a different video or a different channel, but eek, time management, and then to have 2 channels, that's what's kind of keeping me from doing that. So I don't know, just throwing out some ideas. Let me know what you guys think, but definitely want to continue doing YouTube. I'm not ready to, you know, give it up. I'm not. Really quickly, with my doctor, I forgot to mention that I do have a pap smear appointment, a mammogram, a pre-screening colonoscopy. I have some blood work that I need to go do. So there's some follow-up stuff that I'm going to be doing. Still, that's it. That was everything I wanted to touch on. I think I did it. Yeah, that's it. I know it's another long one, guys, and I really try to talk fast, but yeah, there was a lot to bring up, a lot to catch you guys up on. But I feel really good. I feel really good. I feel good with what I'm doing right now, as far as what my focus is on. It's not weight, but again, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I want to lose this visceral fat. Gosh, you know, I really do. But I do feel good. I do feel something is going. It's happening, and that is energy, reducing stress, working on that every single day, and not stressing out about reducing stress. Yeah, just building my muscle, putting nutritional foods in my body. It's all working, because I really feel so much more energy, and less down on life, less gloom and doom every day, less pushing to do the minimal things of life. Anyways, that's it. I'm feeling a lot better. All right, my friends, I will let you go. I'm gonna put here, you're gonna see like 2 videos if you want to check those out. One of them is the first week of doing this low carb, where we started 7 weeks ago. I'll put those there, so if you want to check those out, I'll see you over there. But yeah, if you don't mind checking them out. Yeah. All right, friends. I'll see you soon. Very soon. Okay. Take care, you guys. Bye.